Hi, Diego. Just to kind of respond to your video that you posted for Module 3 discussion, I'm going to summarize some of the main points first. You talked about how subcultures were created through violence, such as things like Code of the Street. You also talked about the categorization of murder, and you brought up the Lucifer effect when talking about that. And you also brought up some of the videos, more specifically the mass shooting videos, which I thought was interesting. So, to kind of give my perspective upon what you already talked about, um, to start with subcultures, I think a part of it that needs to be kind of discussed is region and how regions and the culture within those regions kind of depict, or not depict, but create that subculture. Because if you think about in America, right, you have like an American culture, right, that other nations would, you know, have the perception of, but you also have many different subcultures within that main American culture, such as, Southern, West Coast, right? Those two regions are going to have completely different views when it comes to some cultural aspects within America itself. And I think that violence could also be a part of that and help show the difference between those two subcultures and how they have perceived violence and how they react to it. So I think that's something to note. Um, and I don't really know what I can to provide for more examples. Uh, but if I were to say anything, I would have to say that, like I said already, regions have a massive impact on culture. And I think it's important to note that when looking at violence specifically, especially the subcultures within it, that region, economics, all these different factors can play a role, and it can't be broadly generalized. So I think at least that's my perception of it. I could be mistaken. So that's my input. Um, And to kind of take away from your video, I didn't really think much of the Lucifer effect. I haven't really thought about it. So now I'm going to have to go back and look at my notes and to reanalyze my perception of that. I didn't think it played that major of a role in the subculture of violences. So thanks for allowing me to see that.